Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams. And welcome to your reading. You hear that pop? Okay, the fire is talking. It's a lot of excitement. Something exciting is going to be happening for you very soon. Ashe, I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you, beautiful being. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. Let's see what's coming through with the wisdom of the Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. What messages are coming through for this beautiful being? Come to the edge. Well, that feels exciting. You're being asked to come to the edge for something. A change in the wind. You might be playing a different role. I'm seeing the zebra here. It's like with their stripes, I'm seeing you changing up your role. Okay? You might be doing something different, something that is sort of outside of the box for you. Also, this is card 12, like the Hanged Man energy, so there could definitely be a change that's due to a different perspective that you have about something. Also, a new opportunity. Feels like you're changing your perspective about a situation because there's a new opportunity being presented to you. 144 on the timer. This feels like a part of your path as a chosen being. So this is divine. If something comes up soon that feels like a change, something very different from what you've previously experienced, it is divinely orchestrated. Okay? Yeah, you're being asked to come to the edge with this. It feels different. Okay? But you're being asked to open up, to explore. And we've got Loyal Heart here, which came through in the last reading. Okay? Alright, Spirit. Let's let the crows talk to us and see what they're talking about. Ooh, risk. Yeah, Divine is asking you to take a risk. Let's keep that one out. This feels exciting. It feels new but old too. It feels new, but like there's something about it that's new, but it also feels familiar because you're meant for it. You know what I mean? You're meant for it. This could also be because you're an old soul. So nothing really feels that shocking to you because you've been here before many times, okay? You are an old soul with ancient wisdom. And that ancient wisdom that you carry inside of you will prepare you for this new experience. Somebody wanted you to scavenge and take on something that was old and useless. This is regarding a commitment. Yeah, they wanted you to stay in your old routine, but you're being asked to experience something new, to open up to something new. Somebody wanted you to avoid a risk. Yeah, because remember, Divine was saying to open up to this risk, which feels very much like this come to the edge card where you are taking a risk. You're not afraid to experience something new, something different. Somebody wanted you to scavenge and like rummage through the trash. I'm seeing like Oscar the Grouch. I almost said Oscar the Grinch, so I'm thinking of the Grinch too. Like they wanted you grumpy. They wanted you, you know, from Sesame Street, Oscar the Grouch. He was always in the trash can. Like, why was he always in the trash can? That's so ew. But that's how this person wanted you. They wanted you going through old stuff. They didn't want you to have anything new, anything fresh. You know? I don't like that. And this is regarding a commitment. I'm also getting that they wanted you experiencing the same thing over and over and over again. You know, you needed fresh air. You needed something different, something vibrant, something new. All right? They wanted you to stay stuck. This could be family members. Okay, so what I'm getting is like family and friends, you know, friends that want us to stay stuck in an old situation that does not serve us. But it's just because they're so used to that being the way that they see us, right? So it feels like somebody wanted you to stay stuck in something even though it felt like trash to you. You felt like Oscar the Grouch, staying in that trash can, experiencing that old, used up whatever it was, and you were ready for something new and fresh. You wanted to get out and take a shower and have something new and fresh, okay? And this could be something that would be out of your routine, something different that family and friends have never seen you experiencing. So that could be very important here, where you might have to put up boundaries or put your boundaries up higher with family and friends who have not been willing to respect the changes that you're making in your life. If they can't respect it, then they really get no say. They don't get to criticize it. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're doing something that requires a risk, it requires you coming to the edge and doing something new, something different. When we experience something new, there's always some self-doubt that challenges us. And that's when we have to say, I'm going to do this because it's for me, it's my choice, and I'm going to quiet that voice that's trying to get me to not take this risk. So there's always a bit of self-doubt that we have to stomp out anyway. When family and friends are adding to that self-doubt, asking more questions like, oh, so you think you can do that? What do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? Why are you trying to be different? You know, that doesn't help if we're already feeling some fear or some self-doubt that we need to conquer. So yeah, you might need to put up some boundaries in order to make sure that you're doing what you've been guided to do. Okay? They're telling me to go to the pocket animal spirit, which I haven't used that with you guys yet. I use it every day. I have another of these decks downstairs in my spirit room, but I love this little deck. It's the pocket size one. It's so cute. It's by Kim Kranz. So let's see what animal, spirit animal is coming through for you. Thank you, Divine. What spirit animal is coming through for this beautiful being? The Earthworm. Okay. So I'm going to read that one. Let's see what's coming through there. This is the energy that you are currently being guided to at this time. Okay, so you could be feeling this energy. You could be feeling shy, hesitant, reluctant to share your inner vision. You might be feeling like, you know, that's why Divine is saying to take a risk and come to the edge, because you're feeling a little bit hesitant and reluctant in something new that you're being asked to experience, okay? We've all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but they might not be. But it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. Okay, so when in balance, the earthworm is earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, they might feel self-conscious and apprehensive. And to bring this energy into balance, speak up, take a risk, and risk embarrassment. It's okay if you don't do something perfectly. That's not the goal, it's just to do it, okay? So the earthworm spirit is encouraging you to take a risk, and we're going to look more into what this risk is. You might already have a good idea of what spirit is guiding you to do, or you might want some confirmation. So let's get it, okay? I'm being guided to this Kipper-ish deck. All I also want to use the owls. Let's see what the tarot is bringing through regarding this risk. What is this risk that this beautiful being is being encouraged to experience? Okay, so there's been mental conflict. There's also been some conflict around you. You may have felt judged or criticized, which has led to you feeling a little bit apprehensive, or with the Eight of Swords. Okay, so lots of swords here. But you're being guided towards a new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. In love, Two of Cups. This is a connection. Okay? Page of Pentacles. This love connection brings a practical opportunity for you. Something that's going to help you manifest money and prosperity. Now with the Five of Cups, there could have been some disappointment, or you might be afraid of experiencing disappointment. With the Six of Cups, there's sharing, there's reciprocity in this love connection, in this, it feels like, it could be intimate and romantic, it might not be, okay? But it feels like it. You've got the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, the World, and the Three of Cups. This is beautiful energy. So there's something here, there could be something with this person that you're considering having a union with that led to some disappointment or some regret, okay? This could be you or your person. But there's something here that they regret regarding not having been as reciprocal, as giving and sharing as they wish they had been. Okay, there's something that they wish that they had done differently regarding their interactions with you. With the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing here is with this Emperor and the Nine of Cups, you are going to experience not only stability with this union, but also wish fulfillment. And also what I'm seeing is this Page of Pentacles, because you've got the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles here. So there is an opportunity that comes along with this love union. That Page of Pentacles grows into the Emperor. So whatever this opportunity is that you have with some sort of career advancement or something with a creative endeavor, but this is something regarding how you earn money. Okay, it's going from the Page of Pentacles to the Emperor. And it brings wish fulfillment, this union. It brings stability. It brings an increase to your wealth. With the World and the Three of Cups, there's completion. There's, first of all, there's something that is complete. It feels like something that resulted from this Five of Cups energy here and the Six of Cups. It's like there's a lesson that has been learned and there's something that is now complete. Okay? Because whatever this was with this Five of Cups, that there's regret regarding how energy was either not given or received in a positive way that led to someone's regret, that has been closed out. That cycle has been closed out with the World. And this World is indicating the completion of something that needed to be complete. It feels like a lesson. We're in minute 14, so that's giving me temperance energy, balance, and patience. With the Three of Cups, there's joy. There's sharing. Sweetness. It could also be that whereas with the Three of Cups, this could be a part of that lesson that was learned because it's right beside the World. There could have been a Three of Cups energy that was negative in the past, where other people who had an influence or an impact, or who were allowed to have an influence or an impact on your union brought drama. But here it's a positive thing. It feels like, because the Page of Pentacles with the Lovers went to the Emperor, kind of grew and became grown up. Okay, they grew up. They learned how to be stable and secure. There's a new way of doing things. There's a new way perhaps of interacting with other people. So with this World card, something has closed out. There's a lesson that's been learned. And now what used to feel like intrusion, like people intruding on your partnership, your relationship, it now feels like happiness. It now feels like joy. It's like there's something here that you're able to enjoy with this love relationship that before felt like a pain, because now somebody knows how to do it right. I'm getting the vibe of like maybe before, let's say if this was with the same person and they have grown up, okay, they've learned a lesson, or this could be with a new person, okay, but at any rate, in the past, whatever the situation was with your love at that time, with your partner at that time, holidays felt like a pain. They would invite people over that just introduced so much drama, and maybe they didn't respect your home. They overstayed their welcome. They never helped clean up and they made a mess, you know, things like that. And so having people over for the holidays was a huge headache. But now they've realized that there are only certain people that they should invite over. If they're trying to invite somebody that doesn't respect you all's home, they're not even going to go there anymore. You see what I'm saying? It's something about like a lesson that was learned here. This person has grown up. For some of you, this is a person that you were already with, but they have gone through a huge transformation. They've gone, like it came through, from, where's that Emperor card? Where you at, Emperor? Is he hiding? Okay, oh, here he is. So they went from the Page of Pentacles to the Emperor, all right? Because they learned a lesson. They closed out a cycle with the World card. But for some of you, you closed out a cycle with another person, and you have manifested this new love relationship. This is a person who's more stable, with the Emperor coming through. This is a person who is not going to take certain risks, because they realize that by being with them, you're taking a risk. You've come to the edge. You've decided to give them a chance. And so they value that. So they're not going to take a risk with you because they appreciate that you are taking a risk by being with them. You're trusting them. And you're depending on them to be a loyal heart. They take this seriously. This is really beautiful. It feels like a mature love. It feels like whoever this person is, they're with you because they want to make you feel secure and whole with them in a relationship together, working together to be at peace and to be happy. Wow. Dang. I love that. Ashe. Divine, what else is coming through with this this relationship? Okay, so this could have come after a time of separation. It says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning. Okay, so there could have been a time where, you know, you could have used this time to heal yourself, to nurture yourself, and to also establish very important boundaries. If this is the same person who has learned a lesson, I feel like it was very important that you took a certain step. And that step that you took was actually a step back, where you reeled in your energy and you said, you know what? I'm tired of having headaches because of whatever situation was going on repeatedly that you were like, I'm not putting up with this anymore, you drew your line in the sand and you said, I'm going to take care of myself. That's why this separation is coming through. It feels like you took some time to just focus on you. And what that did is it allowed this person to really evaluate, wait a minute, they're serious. You know, they're not playing when it comes to their self-respect. And they saw that you were truly serious about being in your own energy. And it wasn't done out of manipulation. If you're doing this now, because this reading could be past, present, future for you, you're not doing it out of manipulation. You're doing it because you truly are ready to focus on yourself and to nurture yourself. But this person is processing it as, wow, now I'm taking stock. And I'm like, I don't want to lose this person because of selfishness, or, you know, it's really allowed them to see where they need to grow up. But you were really doing it to focus on your self-love and your evolution. For some of you, you separated from a person who just wasn't getting it together. And in that time frame, you realized that there were other opportunities that were coming through. And that's where Divine was saying, take a risk, come to the edge. There are other opportunities for you to experience loyalty. Okay? And a new opportunity came through. So whereas before you had a Page of Pentacles, now you've got an Emperor. Okay? All right, so there was a girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Oh, yeah. Okay, so being charmed or used, enabled, and establishing boundaries. So there was a situation here where I feel like you are the empathic being here, okay? You are intuitive. You have a sense for what other people are feeling. You're easily able to sense what others are, how they're vibing. And this is because of something very deep, perhaps even traumatic, that happened to you in your past. You developed this awareness, this ability to tune into other people's emotions. But in the past, when you were involved with this Page of Pentacles, that was not a terrible person, because with the Page of Pentacles, it feels like there was some sort of opportunity here. There was some sort of abundance that came through with this relationship, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough because there was this sense of like a lack of appreciation for your empathic abilities, your empathic gifts, for your kindness. This Page of Pentacles sometimes saw you as an opportunity. They saw you as a blessing, but they were not valuing you and valuing your opinions and your feelings in the way that they needed to, the way 2323 on the timer, the way that you deserve to be valued. And so you said, listen, I'm gonna set my boundaries. You got tired of being or of feeling like you had a snake wrapped around you, someone who was really squeezing the life out of you with their manipulation, with their lack of care. It started to feel like you were not able to breathe. You know, you wanted a healthier environment. You needed a healthier environment. And so that's why you move forward with that separation. And that separation between you and this person who had some narcissistic traits is not to say that they were a full-blown narcissist, but they did have some traits of selfishness, and they did not value you in the way that you deserve to be valued. So you separated yourself from them and you pulled your energy back and you started to focus on you. Yeah, because you started to feel like this person was sabotaging your progress. They were making repetitive mistakes, but we also have here persistent and working on it. It's like this person always did want to work on things. with you. But now, whoever it is that you're taking this risk with, so either this person has transformed and they're learning lessons, or you're with a different person, but this person is willing to put in the work. Yeah, and now you're manifesting love paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other. Yeah, once someone moved beyond those sabotaging events, okay, they grew up, or you manifested this person who is much more aligned with your value, your true value, and they see that. It's beautiful, the change that you're experiencing now. And for some of you, this is what you're coming into. This is what you are manifesting, is this change. You've got wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love. All right. And there's someone who's moved on from this energy that you'll never go back to this. This was the golden mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissistic behavior, a one-sided relationship, love bombing. You'll never experience that again. You might reflect on it sometimes, and maybe that's why this coming to the edge feels scary. Because it's like, wait a minute, I know what I experienced in the past. You know, Divine is saying not to let the past haunt you, because it is truly in the past. I'm just going to reiterate, either you're with someone who has truly transformed and realized your worth, and they've grown up. And you know, we all grow up at the rate that we grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us, I feel like you matured very early on. You're an old soul. You have ancient wisdom. I feel like you get lessons very quickly and you evolve at a very rapid rate. There are some people who take a lot longer to evolve, but either you are with someone who has learned their lessons and they are much better able and prepared now to care for you in a really beautiful frequency, or you have left that narcissistic individual in the past and you have now manifested a new beautiful being that truly loves you. Okay? I'm also getting, they're saying this is important. It's not that if you were with a separate person before, it's not to say that they did not love you to the best of their ability, but because of their wounds, they were not able to give you a love that was at the level that you deserve. Okay? So that can really help us to forgive a person. Not that we want to go back to them, but just to help us release any anger, is to realize that this was something I had to realize about my father. He was a grandiose narcissist, but I had to realize that he loved to the best of his ability. And even though he did not love in the way that I wanted him to, or that anyone else in our family really needed him to, he loved the best he could. Okay, so if you are in a situation where you've left someone behind and you don't want to carry a grudge, or you don't want to have feelings of anger towards them still, that can help to think of the ways that they loved you in the best way that they knew how. Okay? But you are moving on, and I love it. Okay, so let's see what's awaiting you moving forward. Oh, this is from the other deck, but look, door to value. Look at that, door to value and door to romance. Well, okay. So you've got, first of all, with door to value, it's like not just monetary value, but also this is a new era of your life where not only do you realize your worth, but the people that you choose to maintain friendships with and relationships with, they must acknowledge your value. And they do. They will, because you've worked really hard to ensure that you're not giving your time, energy, and effort to people who don't see your value. You're not playing games. You're not wearing masks. You're only moving forward with people who are the real deal. And it's such a blessing that you are the real deal and that you're able to have this beautiful love union with door to romance where you are experiencing the love that you deserve. I just, wow. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Ashe. What else does this beautiful being need to know, Spirit, moving forward? Dreams. Your dreams are coming true, love. Like, don't be afraid to trust that. Your dreams are coming true. And it's time. Also, the full moon is like very magical for you. Connect with the full moon. We've got one coming up now. I don't know when you're watching this, but I'm recording this a couple of days before the full moon in Leo, which will be on Sunday, February 1st, okay? So you can connect with that energy that's coming up. But this is for any time you're watching this. Just full moons in general are very powerful for you as a being to experience and connect with that energy. It's a powerful time for you to release and for you to reflect on what has manifested for you and really feeling the gratitude in your spirit, mind, body, and soul. Feeling gratitude for what you've manifested, because you are a very powerful manifester. And you're going to continue to see, like, really pay attention. I keep a moon app on my phone so I can always see where the moon is and what phase it's in. So keep track of the moon and always know that when it's the full moon, you are experiencing the bounty and the blessings of what you have manifested over that moon phase, okay? That moon cycle. And yeah, beautiful things are being revealed for you as well at the full moon, because it's illuminated. That light is revealing to you all of the precious things that you have been growing, the seeds that you've been planting. Now they are growing, and you have a very bountiful, beautiful harvest. Also, literally your dreams, like at night, are very powerful. Set an intention when you go to sleep. If you want to work with your dream energy, set an intention when you go to sleep to connect with the highest realms and speak protection over yourself as you travel the astral. And yeah, open up to that energy. Once you know you're protected, just open up and set an intention to dream sweet dreams, okay? Family. So you have some dreams that are coming true regarding your family life. This could involve children and a partner, your lover. But there is love in your home. Look at that again, the full moon. I'm telling you, you might have significant Cancerian energy in your chart. You might not, but I'm getting moonchild vibes, okay? But definitely Mother Moon is blessing you. The nighttime is a very powerful time for you to meditate. Also, you and your family are protected from dark energies that have been projected towards you in order to produce negative impacts. You're protected from that. Lapis lazuli is coming to mind. Okay, you might want to use that for protection. Also, it's known as the truth stone. I always keep some close by. Okay, lapis lazuli. And what else, beautiful being? What else, divine, for this beautiful being? Look at that. You're manifesting prosperity. Not just financial wealth. Wealth on all dimensions. Spiritual wealth. Mental wealth. Yes. Like a rich imagination. That's a form of prosperity that you are manifesting. I feel like you already have it, because how would you be able to manifest all of these beautiful blessings if you didn't have a very rich imagination? I feel like that's something you were born with it. I'm hearing maybe she's born. Wait, was it? Maybe she's born with it. No, maybe it's Maybelline. You were born with it. It's not fake. okay? Your imagination, there's nothing fake about it. You are the real deal. And I'm getting that you are able to build worlds with the power of your mind. And when I say worlds, I mean like entities. Like you can build businesses, you can build homes, you can create a family with the power of your mind. And the most beautiful thing about you is that it's not just your mind. Your mind works in tandem with your heart. It's so powerful. It's so powerful what you can do. I love how she's just letting all of that abundance rain down on her. So enjoy this prosperity. Don't fear it. And you know, that was coming through before, like with the earthworm energy, that there could be some hesitation. Like, okay, now it's making even more sense to me, because I'm like, okay, with the earthworm, it's like, is this real? Is this really happening for me? Because I know you've been through some stuff, right? I know that. You've been through some stuff. Like all of that with the past of this narcissistic individual who either has transformed, because I'm not getting that it was a full-on narcissist, right? But it feels like somebody who has some narcissistic or selfish traits, or this is a person and they've transformed, or this is a person that you left behind and now you have manifested someone so much better suited for you. It's your willingness to step into the new that is your biggest blessing at this time. So I'm going to show you these cards one more time because this is so important. Your willingness to take this risk and your willingness to come to the edge, right? And see, on this come to the edge card, it's like she's alone. You did the work that was necessary alone. There could be some work that you've done with another person, okay? But because there are hearts there, and she's like kind of spreading them around. So what this tells me is that at least at some point, like maybe during that separation stage or when you were single, you did work on yourself that allowed you the opportunity to feel so much love in your heart that you were then able to share your love with another being. But there was a time where you just were focusing on you, and that's what's really paying off. Okay, I don't want to belittle the work that we do with our partners, with our lovers, because you have a very wonderful situation that you have either manifested or that you are manifesting. That work is very important, but you are so wise to realize that it always starts within us. There is not a single healthy relationship that any of us will ever have if we do not love ourselves first. And that's what you've done the work. So now you get to reap the benefits. And these are real, true, solid benefits. This prosperity card is not lying. The dreams, the family, you get all of this. All of it. It's all yours. You get it all. Ashe. All right, beautiful being. I am so grateful that you tuned in to this message. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope it brought some clarity, some peace, some insight, and some good vibes. I love you, and I wish you peace. I wish you joy, and I wish you so many blessings. Take care.